Hi, so welcome to this market edition. We are going to do a quick analysis and I'm going to name few of the companies जहाँ पे मैं अपनी पोजीशंस बना रहा हूँ और जिसमें मैं अच्छी ट्रेडिंग इन द नेक्स्ट फ्यू डेज एटलीस्ट फॉर द रिमेनिंग ऑफ द वीक मैं वहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ. सो एक है बाटा इंडिया हम लोग 2000 का कल भी डिस्कस किए थे कि इट्स अ वेरी गुड लेवल्स जिसको मॉनिटर करनी चाहिए एंड फ्रॉम देयर ये 100 पॉइंट अच्छी मूव दी आज. नेशनल आलम में मेरी कोई पोजीशन है नहीं. टाइटन ऑल्सो हमने 2400 का कल लेवल भी दिया था एंड 2400 से ये डायरेक्टली इट क्लोज्ड एट ऑल टाइम हाई एंड वेरी गुड गोइंग एंड आई थिंक दिस इज स्टिल देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ पोटेंशियल लेफ्ट डेफिनेटली. कैनरा बैंक ये भी 186 तक चली गई, रादर 188 तक गई. हमने कुछ पोजीशंस हमारे 186 में आज लिक्विडेट किए बट गोइंग फॉरवर्ड मेरा टारगेट ऑफ 195 इज स्टिल इंटैक्ट एंड होपफुली एक दो दिन में हो जाएंगी. कल हमने भेल के डिस्कस किया था वेयर वी टोल्ड अबाउट 69 बहुत अच्छी एक टारगेट है एंड फ्रॉम देयर वी कैन सी दिस आल्सो गेव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग क्लोजिंग ऑफ 70. जुबिलेंट फूड ऑल्सो 4200 के ऊपर एक बहुत अच्छी ब्रेकआउट आई विच वी वे एबल टू पार्टिसिपेट एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड डेफिनेटली 4400 इज गुड टारगेट. We would be adding more positions if it comes towards the levels of 4200. Vedanta also is not that of an interest to me. SRF हमने कल discuss किया था and also together with that Aarti also we traded today. So SRF also made an all-time high. So this also looks good. ABFRL also is looking really good. It's closed at day's high. यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी nice consolidation हुई है and from here it seems like 300 should be achievable. बजाज ऑटो ये आज 6 रुपये कम थी 4000 से या एग्जैक्टली एंड हम 4000 के ऊपर अपना ब्रेकआउट का ट्रेड करेंगे. डेफिनेटली 4000 इज गोइंग टू एक्ट लाइक गुड रेजिस्टेंस एंड आई थिंक फॉर 4000 अगर ब्रीच की देन डेफिनेटली आवर टारगेट इज 4220 इन शॉर्ट टर्म which can be achieved. Both Bajaj Finserv as well as Bajaj Finance आज अच्छे ट्रेड्स दिए हमें. इन पेट्रो हमारा टारगेट 331 है, it went towards 329. I think by this tomorrow itself it should be done. And also State Bank of India, we discussed how this was in triangle and a breakout came. Definitely going forward 500 seems like a very good psychological level and it can even overshoot from there. डिवीज़ लैब का हमने एक 5280 ये हमने पहले यहाँ पे डिस्कस किया था 5250 लेवल्स. So today it gave a closing above that and I think this looks really good, especially after this particular day we told that how the levels of 5000 जब तक hold करेगी and the more it shoots towards 5200 we would be adding our positions. So Divis is also looking good. Trent is also making new all-time highs since last few sessions. ये भी बहुत अच्छी दिख रही है मुझे. Godrej Property 2500 के ऊपर अगर closing आई so there can be a good move. Federal Bank is also this is not that of an interest. कल हमने डिस्कस किया था कि FMCG सेक्टर में Marico is looking the best and this is very much evident from this particular candle which you see today. Even TVS Motor is also inching towards 600. HAL भी 1400 के ऊपर closing नहीं दे पाई but many a times it's targeting that levels. So maybe one of these days ये जाएगी. Tata Power also this is inching towards 200. Every day it's making new 52 week high and so theoretically there can be more move. Hindalco हमने 500 का एक अच्छा zone बनाया है. Above 500 this should actually fly towards the levels of 550. Ashok Leyland we talked about resistance at 136. Today it was able to breach that and here you can see it's closed near about 140. So definitely as we always keep on talking कि auto में Ashok Leyland is a good. See auto में जितने भी companies हैं नॉर्मली मैं आयशा और मदरसन सुमी में आयशा में फिर भी कभी कभी बनाया था शायद, मदरसन सुमी में मेरे कभी पोजीशंस नहीं थे. सो आई थिंक गोइंग फॉरवर्ड अशोक लेलैंड एंड टाटा मोटर्स डेफिनेटली दीज आर गोइंग टू बी वेरी गुड रनर्स. PI industry is also 3400 के ऊपर closing आएगी. It would be of interest to us. Similarly, Nestle was able to hold this 19,000 levels. Escorts also 15,000 में बहुत अच्छी consolidation हो रही है. One of these days they should fly towards a new all-time high. So keep this in radar. Hindustan Unilever was also able to take some support. So today there was actually a good support coming. हमने ये डिस्कस किया था कि जितने भी FMCG counters हैं 4-5 सेशन पहले से ही, you can see it's very evident from here, right? So here just 4 sessions ago it was in a very good consolidation at support. Similarly 4 sessions here this was in a very good consolidation in Dabur. 4 sessions here, very good support in Hindustan Unilever, and this is the same which you will see in most of the FMCG counters. And then there was a breakdown for the last 3 sessions. Here everywhere you can see there was a breakdown, and now again it's a reversing. So this is also what we said about that Hindustan Unilever at this rate is very good. ITC also is looking good. This is just beginning. I think going forward 244 243 तक गई थी, and going forward definitely I would be adding more positions as and when it breaks the levels of 250. Steel, nothing much. Tata Motor also making new 52-week high. It went towards 435 today. These are perfectly fine structures, and going forward I think let's see where this whole momentum take place. And I think there's a lot of room left from a target perspective, and definitely this is going to be a good trade. M6 is also making new 50 all-time highs, and this is what we have discussed on this particular day. So now 2000 को भी breach करके now it's inching towards the levels of 2500. Axis 800 के ऊपर closing देगी, तो it would be of interest to us. UBL also a lot of positions added for all-time high. This was evident from the way it closed at above 1700 yesterday, so this actually was the reason. McDowell also is at all-time high. So these two stocks are going really good. PVR is also inching towards 1800. This looks good. PEL unfortunately ये इसमें हम अभी ट्रेड नहीं लेंगे, लेकिन definitely 3000 के ऊपर अगर ये closing देती है, there can be a good move, and especially if you are willing to participate, that might be a good thing. Tata Steel, we would be waiting at least for the levels of 1350 और ये 1335 तक गई थी. 1350 के ऊपर अगर एक अच्छी closing आती है, you can see this is more of a good triangle which has been formed. Breakout of the triangle is something worth investigating. कल हमने बोला था हम Pro में positions बनाएंगे, and that's exactly what we did. So today it got close towards 660. DLF we talked about yesterday. That video you will find in the upper right hand corner. I button में click करने से, also towards the end of the video. So these are actually looking really good. Lupin, I don't know why this is, so there can be some corruption in the data, but no matter what, if it seems like it's 1000 के ऊपर closing आएगी, तब भी हम interest लेंगे. Kotak Bank भी 2000 levels को breach करने की कोशिश कर रही है. One of these days it will shoot up for the all-time high. IRCTC also very nice consolidation is happening. BEL also is more in a box. Strong close above the levels of 215 would be awesome for further up move. Page Industries, very nice consolidation. IEX making new all-time highs every day, and going forward definitely I see a huge up potential from here. And POLYCAB also 2600 के ऊपर closing आएगी, so there can be a good, it will be breaking this particular range, so that would be a good thing. Manappuram हमारा 200 का target है, and that should be achievable. M&M Finance also is between 180 and 190. Let's see, one of these days they should shoot up. Coalpal also the same structure. Today is the first day it gave a closing of 1700. From here we can see at least 1750. MRF also nicely consolidating. Bajaj Finance, higher highs, higher lows. This is what we have been talking about. We have been taking trades. Let's see, I think 8000 might be a smaller target, and rather I fear that given the sentiment of the market, Bajaj Finance can easily blast past the levels of 8000 in this particular momentum. The only concern which I have is maybe it will try to go towards 8,000 and face some resistance, and then it will consolidate 2-3 days, and then again it will blast. But definitely it seems like ये 8,000 कोई उतनी भी कुछ hard resistance नहीं है, especially for this particular market. RDC Limited nothing much. Reliance fantastic move. आज हमने 264041 में जब आई थी तब I tweeted around about 12 PM, and from there it closed at it went towards 2672 on closing. And going forward, definitely I see a huge potential, and my targets in Reliance have already been discussed in a technical video. Do find it in my channel, and if you don't find it, no, actually this is a private video. If you want it, then comment on this video and I will share with you. Britannia also, this is getting some support at 3800. AU Bank. So in general, this has been a general structure of the whole market. So it's not only that one or two companies are moving. You can see Hindustan Bank also is inching towards 1200. This is result based move, I guess, so we are staying away from it. Also Tata Chem is also inching towards the levels of 1000. So a lot of good trades. Emphasis कल हमने बोला था कि this is looking weaker, and so sorry, not emphasis, I was on MFSL. Asian Paint is also more in a box. OFSS, Emphasis, these are looking good. Exide Industry, one of these days this is going to so it actually broke the 185 box which it was in for a few sessions, and now it's inching towards the levels of 200. A strong closing of 200 will be a very good move in Exide. City Union Bank भी अच्छे consolidation 160 में करके is inching towards 180. Muthoot Finance as usual ये अभी 1500 और 1600 के अंदर में है. So once able to break the 1600, it will go much further. It's also true for LSE Housing Finance. A strong closing. This is a very typical bullish structure. As long as 430 के नीचे closing नहीं देती, there is nothing much we can do. The 430 के नीचे closing नहीं देती है, the strength is still intact, and it is going to go for levels of 500 in the short term. Alchem, very typical bullish structure. So one of these days ये 4000 के ऊपर closing देगी, and then it will fly towards 4200. Cholafin also, it's tightly consolidating between the levels of 560 and 580. एक दिन इसको 592 is one of a very good target. अगर ये breach करती है, then definitely it is going to make a new all-time high. Naukri, we don't have any positions in Naukri. We were planning to make, but definitely I have positions in all other mid-cap ITs. L&T also is more in a box. Pidilite has been making new all-time highs, and this is a very bullish structure. One of these days it will blast at 2500. Power Grid is also a typical bullish structure. You can see is the flag, and this is the pole, and now this is moving. So I think going forward 200 seems like a very good achievable target in the short term. Astral, fantastic consolidation is happening. I am still looking for 2500 targets. Let's see if it is able to deliver soon. Of course हमारे immediate 2380 might be a hurdle, and maybe from there it will if अगर ये 2400 breach करती है, then definitely 2500 will come in just in intraday basis. JSW Steel nothing much. L&T Finance Housing very nicely consolidating. 90 में support मिल रही है. So one of these days it is going towards the levels of 95. Naveen Floating 4000 is acting like a resistance, but this is a typical bullish structure. Maybe in the next attempt it will break it. Voltas also nicely consolidating at all-time highs. NTPC also very nice consolidation is happening. So whatever the companies I am skipping, so these are not they don't have any particular structures. So if I'm not discussing companies like JCP is a consumer product Godrej, so basically this 1000 is a good support. If it dips towards it, it will get some support, और जब तक 1100 के ऊपर closing नहीं आती, it will be still in the box. Apollo Hospital is also inching, so 4500 के ऊपर closing is very much important. Actually it was on this particular day, this particular candle, which actually broke the whole sentiment, and you can see since last so many sessions it was never able to recover. Maruti also 7800 कल ये ब्रीच की थी and today it just consolidated at 7700 levels and so going forward definitely we are expecting a move towards 8000. INFY very good positions. Yesterday we talked about how we are planning to make some positions and this was very evident from companies like INFY and also TCS. This is going to come later on. ICICI, GI, Balakrishna Industries, these are all nicely consolidating, so there's nothing much. Mindtree also 4500 के ऊपर strong closing आने से we will be adding more. We have added positions over here and we are still carrying it. We have not booked out when it reached 4500 here. हमारे लिए target 5000 and above है, so basically we don't book out in these small moves. Aarti is also nicely consolidating at all-time highs and going forward 1200 seems like a very good target and it can be easily achieved. HDFC Bank भी 1600 को breach की थी and going forward there is still a lot of strength left in HDFC Bank. So let's quickly see Deepak Nitrite also consolidating at all-time high. So these are fantastic. Yesterday there was some booking, but today the size of the candle actually showcases that this is the bullish momentum is still there and it's just consolidating. 3000 के ऊपर ये बहुत अच्छी एक move देगी. So these companies should be in your radar. Sale M&M 900 is a very good strong resistance and so it's nicely consolidating. One of these days अगर ये 906 levels को अगर breach कर पाती है then going forward there can be a good move forward. And IGL is inching towards 500. I think 505 आज 507 तक गई थी. 505 will act like a very good, it will give a very good support. Last time also it came towards 510. From there it went towards 535 here, so 537 and retraded this and then it started correcting and so we are just waiting for it to come towards the levels of 500. LTI you can see very nicely this dip is coming. One of these days we are just waiting for it to break the levels of 6000 and then we will be adding more. We have added in these particular days, so it's and we are still carrying the position. TCS also it looks very good. ये 3600 के नीचे 3600 तक जा नहीं रही है. It's always trying to get some support at 3650 levels. So I think this TCS is going to go for a good move tomorrow and definitely as I mentioned also yesterday that we were just waiting for it to correct more. हमें देखना था कि 3600 levels तक आज पहुंचती है कि नहीं, but it seems like it's not able to do that, which means that there's a lot of buying interest. So even though this is a very bearish setup, but still I think doing SIPs and adding positions, as I said, I always make positions in TCS whenever there is a huge gap down, like and I don't make the positions on the day it gaps down. But rather I wait for 1 or 2 sessions in order to gauge for how much more it can correct. आज का सेशन वही एक टेस्टिंग जोन था. I was trying to see अगर ये 3600 levels पे आती है, but it is not coming. So again we would be looking out for 3600 in tomorrow's session. Shriram Raswood Finance nothing much. 1400 के ऊपर closing में ही interest है. Ultra came, so none of the cement companies have ever been performing now, so you can see all the companies like Ramco over here is also not performing. LTTS fantastic. ये हम लोग 4500 और 5000 के बीच में है. 5000 के ऊपर एक अच्छी मूव आएगी. Similarly Coforge also we graded our positions here. It went towards this the 5700 levels and then we are just waiting to add more when this particular 5700 level is taken out. And with this we are towards end. Okay, Torrent Pharma also. So we discussed trading strategy in Torrent Pharma a long time, and so you can see this is something which has been giving us a good reward. Today it dipped towards 3070 levels and from there so in the morning it started off from 3190 levels and from there it went towards 3070 level. So this has been a good trading strategy. Torrent Pharma की trading strategy में कल डिस्कस किया था, you will find in the right hand corner. ACL Tech also it's just correcting towards this result date, and so basically I think 1200 will act like a good support, definitely. And going forward we will just wait for reversal, and maybe a breakout of this 1320 would be a good indicator for us to add more and play the momentum. टोरेंट पावर आज जस्ट कुछ ही पैसों के लिए, ये जस्ट 40-50 पैसे के लिए 1 रुपया, सो जस्ट बिकॉज 1 rupee didn't make an all time high and then it corrected, and this is exactly how Torrent Power works. Torrent Power makes an all time high, corrects, and then again makes an all time high. So this is a very typical behavior of a particular stock, and you shouldn't compare it with IEX or Tata Power. So that's all, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. As usual, I am carrying huge positions in SBI, Reliance, Bajaj Finance, and I think, and of course in companies like BATAINDIA, Titan, Jubilant Food, so basically, and also DV's Lab. So hopefully one of these days ये कुछ मेरे top holdings अभी फ़िलहाल इन्हीं companies में है, and definitely from auto sector is definitely one of the sectors which you should never forget during this Diwali time, and going forward there can be a good move which can be seen. So definitely my picks are Bajaj Auto जब ये 4000 breach करेगी, Maruti, Ashok Leyland, and Escorts. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video was helpful. As always, please consult your financial advisor before making any investment related queries. Or the strategies are particularly same for me. All time highs will keep on making all time highs. So companies like Dixon, Pidilite, so these should be in your radar. So thank you, bye bye.